Harev. Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I never missed this event, only COVID when you didn't have it, was the reason I wasn't here. Because I believe in you, the Armenian people. I believe in making sure the injustices that were done to you by the Turks are never forgotten. Now, I'd like to start out, you know, it was mentioned a minute ago that Sam Azadian, one of the co-founders of the Knights and Daughters of Vartan, was my dear friend. He passed away. And this past year, his other co-founder, Hirant Gulian, passed away as well. Let us remember him and the great work that he has done. I also want to acknowledge two people sitting here. Brian Arduni, your executive director of the Armenian Assembly, who does a great job, and somebody who is my great colleague in the House. When I push Armenian legislation, pro-Armenian legislation in the Senate, I always have a great ally in the congressman from across the river, Frank Pallone. So, we're here today at the center of, in my opinion, the most important city in the world, that honoring Armenian history and culture. And I want to thank both Sam and Hirant and their great work and their vision. And this is personal to me because of the strong connection I have in the Armenian community. And I want to acknowledge one of your great members who works for me, Corinne Vorparian. She came as an immigrant from Armenia. My office helped her get here. And now she helps thousands of Armenians and others who we welcome to this country. Corinne. Many of you in this crowd have probably benefited from her diligence and her great work. So I want to tell you, I know Corinne and others have taught me so much about the proud and heroic Armenian people who stand so tall today. Little more than a century after the cruel Ottoman Empire waged a campaign of genocide against your ancestors, we are still experiencing so many repercussions of the genocide today. And I'm always inspired to see you here as witnesses, either directly or indirectly through your family, as witnesses to the tragedy and moral outrage of the Metz Yerevan. As a proudly Jewish man who lost so many ancestors during the Holocaust, whole branches of my family wiped out, machine gunned by the Nazis, I commend you. The act of remembrance, as was stated a minute ago by our last speaker, is profound. Your presence here, year after year, honors the memory of your ancestors whose lives and voices were brutally cut short. You here are their voices. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here and remembering. Over the last century, millions have suffered needlessly as a result of the unlearned lessons from the Metz Yerevan, from Stalin's Ukraine, to Hitler's Germany, to Pol Pot's Cambodia, to the Balkans, Rwanda, Sudan, and Myanmar, and more. These atrocities are more than just a stain on their nations and their leaders. They're a stain on humanity. So I worked diligently for years and years and years to make sure that the United States officially recognized the genocide against the Armenian people. The Turks came and lobbied every year, but we never gave up, never gave up, never gave up, and now it is recognized by America and the whole world of what was done to you. And it will prevent, believe me, future genocides from occurring. But the work didn't end there. As you all know, Armenia faces all sorts of challenges from those who wish to wipe them off the map. I'm deeply concerned about the region, especially Artsakh, and the displacement of the ethnic Armenian population. Over the past few years, Azerbaijan has waged a cruel war of aggression against Armenia, killing hundreds of Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh and causing over 100,000 to flee. That is 99% of the Armenian population there. How else could one describe that except as ethnic cleansing? It's absolutely chilling. There may be peace now, doesn't mean there has been justice. I will continue speaking out against human rights abuses by the Azeri government. We'll continue calling on the U.S. to support Armenia and resist Azeri aggression. I'm watching developments in the region with your own leaders here on the stage like a hawk. And I can assure you, your eminences, that I will totally continue to do that as you have wanted me to do. We must not turn a blind eye again. So let me say this, as someone who has complete sympathy for the Armenian people. For generation and generation, Stalin has tried to wipe people out. The Ottoman Empire has tried to wipe people out. Hitler has tried to wipe people out. But they are gone and we are here. And we will be here and our people will be here forevermore. Long live Armenia. Long live Armenia. Long live Armenia. And to all of you, and I'll get this right finally, Snor HaKalu Tiyun.